get ready. Oh gosh, I hope we have a quality night.
Did you stop it?
Okay. You want to get your computer ready for bleeding?
Yeah. Alright. So we'll do the rest later. You can talk. Ow! Didn't go with taking the tires back.
His uncle's having to take him whenever they receive him as Monday this week. I suppose. Oh, that reminds me. Where's my scribbles? What all I was supposed to talk about. I don't know if it'll do any good turning the air on or not. What do you think?
It doesn't do any good, so we can close this to do a little better.
I gotta give Leon a hard time about selling himself.
My sister has driven the same car for many, many years. I forgot what year it is. I think it was in 90-something, and she just wouldn't trade it in. So.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Feeling better?
Yeah.
Good, good, good.
It's time.
When I turn that fan on, it goes whoa, whoa, whoa. When I turn it down one, it still goes whoa, whoa. So I turned it down the second time.
That's pretty stuffy. Oh, well, let's turn on what air we have.
Good, good.
Oh, yeah.
Good evening, everyone. August 16th, Village of Bellmont, board meeting. Call to order. Roll call, please. 6:30 p.m.
Stacy Kimmel, here.
David Bowling here.
Claudia and Clark.
Linda Johnson. Let's all stand for a pledge of allegiance.
States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, guys, I got a few notes here that I want to go ahead and talk about. We were able to get Park Road rocked. Our new employee is doing well. We were able to get the poles in the village packed. We were not able to get to the road out at the cemetery. I'm still hoping we can get out there. We're expecting chip and seal around August 28th. We did have a lightning strike at the tower on, looks like it was the evening of August 27th. I got notification. July, sorry, of the 28th. It has been a very busy month. Leon Raber was the trustee in with authority that day, taking care of the business. A boil order was put in effect. That was cautionary. Our water readings were good and maintained during that whole time frame. Carrie Sanders was notified. She came out and she suggested it. The insurance company, risk management, was notified. So we have that pending, trying to collect the information that they need. Rise Broadband was also notified, and they came out and everything was okay with it. Also, they said point-to-point coverage was good.
What's the name of it? RISE, R-I-S-E? Okay.
The boil order was all cleared on 8/4. We were able to get our golf carts batteries purchased, and we got our backup pumps. I still haven't received a backup pump from the transfer pump from.
It'll be here Saturday.
Okay, I did check on it, and it wasn't in yet.
They will let me know when it
Okay.
comes in.
The air conditioners for City Hall and Shelter House are next to be purchased, and we're still trying to find a decent price for those and big enough to do the areas that we have. I did note that there was roof repair needed at the well house near the tower. So Stacy, if you will help Angela look at that and figure out how and when we can do that. We've got enough going on, but I did notice that. We can get it on the list. I'd like to thank you to all the trustees for reading the meters last month, the month of July, for the August 1st bills. Remember, the water bills are due on the 10th. I should be sending hearings out within the next couple of days, and possible shut-off notices by the 25th. Trustee Christina Christenberry has resigned. I received notice on 7/29/22. The trash company did, in fact, reminds me, Claudia, we don't have the bills on the table. They all have the, we'll just wait for a second while she gets those. Remember how I had mentioned last month that if people don't pay their trash bills, that it's getting kind of tough on that trash account, and you'll see the reflection on that this evening. But they did lower our bill to $125 total instead of the $140. Still do not have a preliminary report from the budget from Mr. Wilcox. It surely will come soon. I wrote here a note about Stacy's Shelter House, water issues. Do you know of any water issues at the shelter house? I don't think. Did someone say something about a sink or something? Okay.
Air conditioner?
Just the air conditioner. Okay. That's all I have that's new that I wanted to report to you all. I will go on now and get back my agenda here. And we have the public comments. Can I open the floor to anyone, please?
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah. Can I approach Claudia? I want to give her this paper. I'm going to. You see the things I highlighted?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you get the answers for them questions?
We ask about the camper being outside the city limits just by looking at the map and getting an answer from the owner of the property that it was outside the village limits. And
So you asked the owner of the property?
yes.
Okay.
Okay, and then the policy to turn off the water for the resident who requests this be shut off for any reason. When the resident requests to shut off, that was what was discussed by the mayor recently, and we reviewed the water policy just a few days ago, and that is something which probably will come up at a board meeting in the very near future to address to see if it's the policy that's right now. So.
Okay. I'd like to stand, you were wrong. You answered me wrong. You wrote down wrong because that travel trailer, I went to the courthouse, it is in city limits. They are paying Bellmont city taxes. I got it, went to the city, went to the courthouse, and they looked it up for me, and it is in the city limits. I got the legal documents, they printed them off, they printed them off. No way you can get around it. So something needs to be done on that.
May we have a copy of those?
Was it grandfathered in at one
You
time,
sure
maybe?
can.
Can't grandfather, that's why there's ordinances.
No, you can't grandfather that in.
Did you make copies for us, or you want me to copy
No,
it now?
that's your call. That's how much tax is being paid.
Okay.
Camper,
And that's a description of the property.
Anderson.
So,
That's not so.
and also,
Okay,
so, oh, you can go to the courthouse, don't fit all you want, you cannot change the courthouse rules. And also on the, it says right here, cannot have travel trailer in city limits on this here,
Yes.
23-1-10. And also it says about setting the water off on request on 38-380. If user requests the water to be shut off, there will be a $25 fee to have the water turned back on. Now that's you guys'.
Yes, Claudia and I did, and I saw that. She just explained that to you a few
And,
minutes ago. That is something.
Peggy,
that
you
we're
signed off on this, Peggy.
Oh, no.
You signed off on these orders,
We
both.
will discuss it.
If they were put in 2016.
Yeah, you signed on 16, you sure did. So, just a heads up, Claudia, I wish you'd kinda, do I need to go look through my stuff a little better, make sure you actually almost lied in a legal document. You were misled in a legal document. I'm not saying lied, you were misled. And that's a serious, we're all gonna play by the same rules, we're all gonna play by the same rules. Are you paying attention, Linda?
I heard everything.
That trailer needs to go. That
Bill,
trailer needs to go.
Do you want to take the time to find all the trailers in town? Because we are having an issue with that, and I am looking into it.
Do what, hon?
We're looking into that. There are several trailers in town that we suspect.
That trailer is in town.
There are several trailers in town that we suspect people are.
What one are you talking about?
What's his name? One across from me.
Mr. Anderson.
I hate to be Dick
The
someone.
trailer's not in town.
Yeah.
Oh, they looked it up. It is in town.
Who's they?
Wash County
Courthouse.
Courthouse.
We have fought over this for
You're
numerous
paying,
times over the
Peggy,
years.
you're paying taxes. Right there, it shows you guys are paying city taxes on that piece of property.
The deed is Bellmont, and if you get on the plat, I mean, this is an argument that has went on for years.
You're
and
paying
it is
taxes,
not-
Peggy.
it
You're
is
no
not
better than
in the bill.
anybody else.
I never said I was. I
Okay.
have never tried to pretend like I was.
Well,
Well, it's like the gravel going
I
around
will,
up by the park.
I will bring this to the attention of the board,
Don't
and
need
we'll
to
try to.
move.
I'm gonna come every meeting, and if something's not done, this is gonna be turned over
Okay.
to somebody.
I want to remind you
I
that there are
welcome you
several
to do
trailers
that
in
because.
town.
Do what?
I welcome you to turn it over to.
Oh, it will be
whoever
turned
you want.
over.
I welcome you to do that. I
Because
do,
that's, you're no,
because
you're,
Good Lord.
he cannot have a city trailer, a camper on.
He
Okay.
does.
Now, let me
I'll
ask
address
this.
It's
that
actually
for you.
my
Is there something
property,
else,
so
I
I
don't
don't
care.
know who you're
I don't care.
referring to, my husband.
I don't
It's
care.
my property.
It's-
Doesn't
They
have
looked
his
it
name on
up on the aerial move, and they zoomed it in, and they said it is city
It's
property.
what?
I will address it, Bill.
Mr. Anderson.
Is there
Now,
something
she's
else?
no different.
Bill, is there something else you want to address?
Yeah, I wanna say, you know how much money we've lost on him? On not charging him a fee? You know how much? A lot.
Unfortunately, we've had a lot of people over the
Wait,
years.
that's not my question.
But
that's
that's
not
the
my answer.
statement. The statement is that we have not exercised when people go out of town or have a water leak and they request their water turned off, we turn it off for them. That is something that I will bring to the board and we will
Yeah,
address
when you
it.
send an
So-
employee down,
I don't know if we need to do a
You
new
send an
ordinance
employee.
for it, but we will look into it.
when you
I
send an
appreciate it.
employee down to do a job, we damn sure better be getting paid for it. That's just good business.
You know, when we turned off your water, I don't think we did a reconnect fee for you either, so.
Nobody turned my water
Didn't
on.
me.
When you had a leak, and that's
They
what
was
the
hooked
problem
up.
is.
You want my
Yeah,
$25?
No, I'm not asking for
No,
$25. I'm saying that is
No,
something the board is
no.
going to address.
No.
There's those little side of them.
Please don't lay money on the table, pick your money back up.
There's a 25 for working on it. I paid the guy to come and work on it.
And I did say we will address it. Please pick your money up, don't leave
No,
money on this
no.
table.
I'm done. I bet we'll be back every meeting until
Alright.
this is addressed.
All right, thank you. Is there anyone else for public comments?
Yeah, hey Bill, you got a copy of that ordinance?
Huh?
You got a copy of that
I
ordinance?
gave him to your dad, got a copy.
Are you talking about the trailer, you live here and the trailer's diagonal
Yeah.
across the
Yep, that's in the country.
Is there anyone
That's
else
in,
for
I mean,
public
it's not in the
comments
country, the
that
fence
would like to
row.
address the
Outside
board?
the fence row is country.
I just wanna make sure we're.
Yeah, I like to talk. My name's John King. My 5 minutes started yet?
Yes, it has, sir.
Alright, I filed FOIAs about baseball lights, a bill to it. I've been filing and filing. I even asked when I was a sitting trustee for that bill. How can a public man get that bill, but not a sitting trustee? I've asked for it numerous times. I'm gonna file one more, and that's it, and I hope I get that bill, a copy of it. Yeah, ordinance says you gotta charge that man discontinuing $25 every time.
We've addressed that.
Okay, where's the money at then?
Did you not hear what I said that we would do? The board would address that issue.
Well, I'm asking where the money went, so you don't know where it went, is what you're admitting?
I told you we did not charge a reconnect.
Well, how do I know? You could be lying and pocketing the money because there's no paperwork to show that.
Jonathan, why would I lie?
I don't know, you lied on that paper, the bill. You lied on a couple of mine, you backed the mayor from lying into perjury of court.
Jonathan,
Why would you lie? I've caught you on numerous lies. So anyway, my 5 minutes.
we don't lie.
Okay.
So what was the question?
Water bills. There's people of excess of $300, a little bit more here in this town. Why do you get up to $300 for? You're supposed to be shutting these people off. And not only are you hurting the town, you're hurting the people by making them have a higher debt and not working to pay that bill off. Now it's $300. Now they got another debt to pay off of $300 and some odd dollars. I mean, you could shut it off. I mean, you locked the phone. You put a lock on my water meter and made me pay $100 to get turned on. Why aren't you doing these other people the same way? I still got a receipt from it. Maybe I want my $100 back. You're not going to charge other people. You're using that for personal use, is what it sounds like. Just because it's your property. How's a camper even connected to the water lines in Belmont when it's in the
I'm
ordinance?
using something for my personal use.
Not you.
Oh.
This man that lives over here. How's he connected to the city water? It's in the ordinance. Can't even have a camper in town, and it is in town.
You're supposed to vote even if you put a trailer or anything in town, you gotta vote. There's no record
you're hurting
for
the-
you.
But you're hurting the people, though. You made them have access to $300 water bills, and it's all public information. You don't want to tell me I could FOIA it, and you just lied to FOIA. Because I keep going around in a circle about that baseball bill lights. Should be that easy. Or them cameras in the back. You got a combination to the safe yet? Can you be transparent and show me after I asked and asked, and even as a trustee, you're going to deny? I've seen trustee and the public member now, even from FOIAs. You keep going around in these circles, and people get tired of going around in circles. I'm done.
Done?
Would anyone else like to address the board?
For these, but not for me personally.
Dave King, I'd like an apology from somebody here on the board. You want to know why? Had a worker worked here on your payroll, called me a child molester or a child trafficker. Child trafficker. Accused a man here stealing tools, stuff like that there, and taking equipment down to his house. Now I know he's quit or got fired or however it went, but I'd like an apology from somebody. When he called me that included my family. He said he talked to the prosecuting attorney, the sheriff, and everybody up there. Do you think that's fun? You know, that's serious stuff when somebody accuses you of that. I got it on camera.
Yeah, I got it on video. I said it to state's attorney. She was not happy.
I think that was the same day Stacy said he's working on it down there.
Yeah.
The tractor. He had a golf cart down there. He had a lawnmower down there. Had a tractor down there. And I think he had free reins. Trust him.
They said he got free rein.
There's people riding tractors in town. They ain't probably supposed to be on them. But we ignore it. We're a town board. We got rules we go by. That's okay for you, but not for them.
That money yet?
We'll nickel dime him because you think he's poor. He's not. We'll charge him. Make him pay. I seen 2 town workers go up here and fix a water leak.
I had to raise a go.
Plus the mayor. But I didn't see him go down and help somebody else down by the fire department. They charged her.
Me too. They
Fix
charged
her
me
water
too.
leak.
They charged me too. I paid it.
Then school started. You could go from here to the par water tower, and you're responsible from the sidewalk in and these empty houses. Clean them up. The kids can't even walk down the sidewalks.
No, she had to stop and wait for my kid to get out of the road because there ain't no sidewalk.
Got a truck on the road, got weeds, got trees, limbs, grass growing a foot high. And the kids can't even walk it. And it's the busiest part of the day, walking the street. There's empty houses around here, you neglect it. You'll go straight to the parking mow, but you can't stop long enough to clean from the sidewalk out to the road, because it's an empty house. At least let somebody walk down the sidewalk. And I can sit here and name 100 things, but yous already know everything. I forget that. There's only a few step up, which we've got 2 or 3 people been wanting on the board. Got a girl on the board and yous won't even let her know anything because she talked to one of us.
Blackballers like you did me.
Called blackball them. I'm done. Dave King. Then you had the nerve to ask for an ordinance book back, which I printed.
Okay, the floor is closed. Okay. Did everyone get a chance to review the last month's minutes?
$100 back in charges. I gotta go.
Alright.
You gotta take the coat out.
July 12th minutes? Did anyone see any corrections or things for corrections on those? May I have a motion to approve July 12th minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, motion has, the mayor's asked for a motion to approve the July minutes. Stacy's made the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Peggy has seconded the motion, so motion's on the floor now to approve the July minutes, made by Stacy and seconded by Peggy. All those in favor, please raise their hand.
Aye.
Aye.
We also have minutes from the no quorum meeting on August 9th. We had an illness of a trustee that was not able to attend. And then, as I announced, we had a trustee resign. Okay, Have you had a chance to review those minutes? And do I have a motion to approve minutes for August 9th meeting?
I'll make a
Did I
motion
say
to approve them.
July 9th?
Oh.
My apologies.
You did, I did.
July 12th.
We did 12th and now we're doing July
August the
9th.
9th.
Okay. Mayor's asked for a
Yes.
motion to approve the, August no quorum meeting, August 9th, and Peggy made the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Right? Okay. Peggy's made the motion to accept the August no quorum meeting minutes, and Leon has seconded. All those in favor, please raise your hand.
Aye.
Okay. Motion has passed.
The bills have gone around the
Closed
table.
session from July the 12th.
Oh, yes, we do have closed session minutes, thank you. Closed session minutes from July 12th, and remember those are not to be shared. Does anyone have any questions about those or any amendments? And those would have to be done in private if so. Do I have a motion to approve closed session July 12th minutes?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, motions, mayor's asked for a motion to approve the closed session minutes. It was, motion was made by Stacy. Is there a second?
I second.
Okay, motion's been made by Stacy and seconded by Linda. All those in favor, please raise your hand.
Aye.
Did Linda vote?
Next on the agenda is
Did
approval
Linda
of bills and
vote?
financial
I don't
report.
know. Here. She
The
couldn't.
summary went out before the meeting a couple of days ago, actually, several days ago. Any questions on the bills? Myself, I'm very disappointed again with the Watler bill. She is out of town at this time, but I will speak to her again, yes. She did have training time with me for the water bills. I processed the water bills. She had a few things that she had to clean up, but the time that she put in on those really surprised me. She did have, I believe, quarterly payroll on it, but that's a problem for us. But
Is that something that you feel like you're gonna be able to continue to do without her help, or are you gonna continue to need her help?
no, I should be able to do it. I was really quite surprised that she put in many hours as she did, and it almost looked identical to her last month, so, but I did mention it to her, but I will discuss it with her again, because that has to be minimized. She said it usually takes her about 3 hours or so to do that, but she had those 3 hours plus 2 hours training, plus, so. One thing I did see when I was doing the bills is that she had stated that if a pop-up comes up that a payment had been made to credit the account, and I did that. Well, people had not paid their bill by the time I was doing the bills, so the credit account was for last month's bill. It appeared to be looking like it was for this current bill, so there was 2 bills that went out that had a negative balance, and I had to address those. But we had several waters filled, pools filled again, and higher that way. But that's the only thing that I questioned on the bills. Is there anything else? May I have a motion to approve the bills?
I'll make a motion to approve the bills for August.
Okay, motion has, Linda,
July.
the mayor has asked for a motion to approve the
Yeah.
bills, and Peggy has
Bills due
made
this
the
evening.
motion.
Do I have a second?
Stacy, did you second?
Yeah, I'll second.
Okay, so the motion's been made by Peggy, seconded by Stacy.
Roll
All those-
call.
Rolls,
Roll call.
okay.
Linda, yes.
Leon? Yes.
Stacy? Yeah. Yes.
Peggy, yes.
Okay. Okay, motion passed.
We have the water report. readings and water-related business. Stacy, is there anything that you have? I can read the numbers off to you here for today's readings. Today, at the tower was 1.2, at City Hall was 1.2, maintaining well. Do we have any other reports by trustees? As I stated, Christina Christenberry gave a letter of resignation. Peggy, do you recall, do we do a formal acceptance of that?
We need to.
It said that she just did not have the time that she felt like she needed to give to the board at this time, and that she may consider it again at another time. So, we'll just do all in favor of accepting her resignation.
So do you need a motion for that then?
We'll do it that way. I don't think that, a motion to accept the resignation of Christina Christenberry as trustee. Do I have a first? You guys don't want to accept her resignation. Well, I don't either, but it is what it is,
I'll make
guys.
a motion
Okay.
against my will, but yeah, I'll make a motion.
Okay, the mayor has asked for a motion to accept the resignation of Christina Christenberry. Stacy has made the motion. Is there a second?
I second.
Linda has seconded the motion. All those in favor, please raise your hand.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Do we have any correspondence that the clerk would like to share with us?
She made the motion and seconded
I've
herself.
been,
Oh, did.
Hey, wait a minute. You made a motion, right? You can't second your own motion.
Sir,
I made the motion.
Oh, you made the motion, okay.
Thank
That's
you.
right.
Um, and again, correspondence received.
I've been working with the insurance company on the, thing with the, tower, and, the IML insurance, also works with travelers, and they decide based on what happened, who is going to actually do the, cover the, exposure and accident and pay any fee. And we haven't sent in to them any kind of, claim for an amount of money. We're waiting for a bill on that. And so they are trying to decide who's, and I haven't heard which one is going to cover that, but they did ask me to make a statement about what happened. And, that's been done, so now they're deciding who's gonna cover it. So then they'll be wanting additional information in the future, so.
Okay. Also, the damage that we had, the electrical burnout back on June 5th, did you submit an insurance claim on that one? At the time, you didn't think that the chlorine house was, have you discussed
I have
it?
not.
Okay, that is something that we'll try to pursue also. I also want to comment here, I forgot to mention about the golf cart sticker renewal that we had on Saturday. We only had one person showed up to renew their sticker. Another one had told me that theirs wasn't quite expired yet and they were going to wait for a little while because of their funds. The other ones, I'll review the dates that they are due and send out a notice to go ahead and get them in here and get that done. I know some are a little later in the year, and that's probably what they're going by. I'd like to see them all get renewed at the same time every year, so it'll be a little less on the board and the trustees or the city worker that has to take care of them. We did the tire recycle. It did fairly well. I would have liked to seen a lot more residents participate, but the wagon was full. The trailer was full of tires. We had 4 residents that brought their tires in and paid the $2.25 for each tire, and those are being delivered to Alvin Tire over in Albion, where he has agreed to store them until his next pickup.
Was it 4 or 3?
It was 4. There was one more that brought tires in and put money in the box. The money that was received of that, it was both cash and checks, so the checks were written to the village of Bellmont. And so once the bookkeeper gets a hold of those funds, then she will write one check solid that will be required to the tire company for those.
that something that this company is gonna be interested in doing in the future?
I think so. Greg is the owner of the shop, and he felt like it was a really good idea.
It was a good idea.
I considered getting other villages involved and didn't get a real good feedback, like if they don't have a lot of confidence that their residents would be willing to bring that out, and I was kind of hesitant myself. And then after the tire pickup, I drove around town, and I think I counted like 8 more residents that really should have brought those tires in. So we'll address that. As was stated earlier, I was reviewing the water bills too, the ordinance on that. So at the next meeting, I will bring that to the board's attention, and we may, I'd like you to look in your ordinance book and discuss and look over that and see what you think about it, so that if we need to do an ordinance change, we can.
Is there an extra ordinance book around here? I don't have one.
Oh, I'm sorry, Peggy, yes, we'll give you one. I didn't realize we hadn't given you one since you came on. Yep, I'll do that. Okay, an old business, disbursement of Illinois American Rescue Plan ordinance. As you know, we have been getting the necessary stuff for the water, and we have a few more items that we'll be purchasing soon. They are on your list that you had received last month of what we'll be doing and on that ordinance that we passed. We'll be filing that ordinance at the courthouse soon. The water, we are unable at this time to find the water lids that we need for replacement. And so I think that will be a second ordinance written off of the Illinois ARPA. We'll do that in stages. It'll be one ordinance, but it'll be labeled 1-2-3-4 as we find the need for the additional things that those funds will cover.
I sent a man photographs of the 2 types of water lids that we have yesterday, and he wanted numbers. I think he called them, what do you call them?
Probably some type of reference number to that was.
I can't remember the word he used, something like print numbers or something like that. That's
Yeah,
not right.
I think it is like a stamp number.
Yes, stamp number or something like that. And I said, we didn't have anything like that, and if they're on there, tell me where to look. But I sent him copies of the tops, so.
They have other ones that are fiberglass type that come with a different base, but I'm not sure that's what we're wanting either. We're just gonna have to look into it. But we're gonna go ahead and finish up this ordinance and then probably make a second one for those when we get to it. Meters, I looked in the garage, and we do have quite a few meters. I don't know that we're really needing those as we are the lids. I did find a couple of basins that were in bad shape when I was reading meters last month, and I will look into how to replace those. Nothing's done overnight. It'll take some time to get that work done. Under new business,
Is there a timer going or something?
yes,
Oh,
gotta keep you in line.
well,
Are you hearing it's bothering you? I can
Well, I
turn
just-
that off, I'm sorry.
yeah.
I thought it was a clock.
That's to keep me in line. New trustees for the board to fill any vacancies. We have to talk around the table. Anything anyone wants to share?
Any interest in,
Pardon me?
any interest in being a trustee?
No one has approached me to say they'd like to go ahead and be on the board. And I've approached several people, so, but we will continue to try to leave that on there so that if we do get a good candidate that everyone can agree upon, we surely can get someone voted in.
As far as around the table, I wanted to thank you for coming up with the idea of getting the trailer for the junk tires, or I guess that's what you call them, junk tires.
Recycled.
Recycled, thank you. I think it was a good idea. I think that, I think that if we do it again, there'll be more people
That's what I
participate
thought.
in it.
It's
It's
adjusted
just, you know,
again.
people won't do things right at first.
Yeah.
I'm kinda that way myself.
Perhaps again
It's just,
this
you know,
fall yet.
And, there were a couple of neighbors of ours that said that they had tires, but they were on the rim and they didn't really have any way to get it off, so, you know, they questioned about that. Of course, we told them they couldn't bring them down here if they were on the rim.
Yeah.
They would look at a way to remedy that, if there is a next time.
I did have a resident approach me about tires that they had, and they were concerned that they would be getting a nuisance letter about those, and I reminded him that, if you have tires, if you keep them under tarp, usually I think EPA says not more than 72 hours, or under roof is where they prefer, that is not a violation. And then, of course, if you cut up a tire, it's no longer a tire. And, they can be disposed of. I had someone who worked at the trash company that says that they require them to be cut up in sections, like, I think you described like 8-inch sections, like, kind of like the way you do the carpet.
I've heard of that before.
Yeah, and then another one had said the white walls, if you cut out the side walls, that those can go in trash bins, but that's over in Indiana. I don't know the state Illinois law on that. But if they hold water, then that's considered the nuisance.
The people that I was referring to, they actually have them stored in a building, so there's no standing water.
Out of sight, that's really the best thing, that EPA will come in and give them a violation notice.
While we're around the table, I'd like, for next month, that heavy trash pickup be put on the agenda, please.
Oh, okay.
Heavy trash pickup.
Roadside service.
Okay. Okay. Anything else anyone would like to share? The next board meeting would be the second Tuesday of the month. That is September 13th.
I will be gone that day.
Will you be gone Monday the 12th?
Yes.
Okay.
Thursday the 15th.
Yes.
And because this meeting got moved back a week, and my mother is going to be having surgery in September also, and I will be in Louisiana the first week of September. I don't know how long that will last, but that's going to rule me out that first week. So we're looking at September 20th. Unless someone would like to try to do it on a weekday or a Saturday prior.
Saturdays are out for me pertaining to my other job, so.
Okay. Do I have any objections to September 20th, Tuesday, September 20th? It is the third Tuesday in September. Okay, we'll set it for September 20th, 6:30 p.m. Any other questions? May I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Okay, mayor's asked for a motion to adjourn. Stacy has made the motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Leon has seconded. And all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye. Time?
7:11.
Where can a guy get an application?
I can get you an application. There's one here on the desk.
You got one on the desk?
Is this your paper clip?
Yes. Keep all that right here. A tiny pen. Oh,
Here you go. And if you'll drop that off in the
Okay, how come you got a phone number or something?
Peggy?
Where somebody
Yeah.
contacts
Because this is the way we've asked you to do it, and you can put that
We
in
can
the
go outside
box,
if you want.
you?
the
Ask you
door.
to do it this way?
Will you put it in the door of the?
Sounds like your own little community club doing it that
We
way.
are a small community, aren't we?
Yeah.
Bellmont. So do put it in your door, okay? Bill, would you pick up your cash?
You're
Huh?
supposed to put it out front.
Let me say something.
Taxpayers.
I did not request my water shut off. wasn't even on. And they come and worked on from St. Francisville. I don't know where you got that, throw that out there at me.
If
What
you'd like-
what did you throw that out at me like that for? Seriously.
I was making the example that
No,
we have.
I didn't
shut
ask,
off-
it says right in here, ask, request, don't it? I got the big book at home, I got all the ordinance books.
Then why do you keep asking for ordinance copies? You got them?
I
Doggone.
want you to give them to me.
I didn't realize you had them all too.
Oh, yeah. I've been on board 6 years. I got that book, that blue book, I got in my truck when I'm not unloading.
Oh, did
I'm
you?
loading, I'm reading that thing. What did you throw that at me about my money, huh? Why? That was uncalled for. Don't you think? Don't you think that might
I
have
think you
been?
took it out of context.
No, you didn't charge you. I didn't
I said,
request my water shut off.
we haven't charged people
Wait
when
a
we
minute, it
shut them
said
off.
request.
I read the ordinance and I told you that I would bring that to the board and we will address that.
I'm gonna say something. I know the board, we need to go back on this guy and recoup our money. If we're not going to shut him off, or if he requests shut off, we need a $25 before you reconnect him. He's no different than anybody else. We got a man going down there, he needs paid. Or a city worker, that's just good business. But he's not being shut off. He's not being shut off. I can promise you. So he should have been charged a minimum. I got cameras at my house. He's never been shut off. But I requested the deal. He's never been shut off. So actually, we're losing money on him. He should,
You know,
wait
if
a minute, well, you're not listening to me.
I've listened to you.
We're losing
I've
40,
addressed what you
we're losing
said.
$43 a month while he's gone in winter because he's not shut off.
Would you, take care of your cash?
No.
It needs to be dealt
No.
with. You cannot leave it on the
You
table.
were smart about it.
You put it in
Butch,
the
I ain't
envelope.
stupid.
I know you're
Put
not.
it in the envelope.
I'm tired. That guy has been that guy has put nothing into the community.
Bill,
Nothing.
put your cash in
No.
an envelope and
No.
put it where you want it.
No, you requested my money.
I'm not gonna leave it on this table here.
Well, you
Take the
requested it.
cash.
We got,
Butch, I ain't mad, but right's right and wrong's wrong. Now, you know I'm
What about
straight.
the sign that says, no trucks driving on that road? If you want everything to be equitably
You
distributed.
better call
Here,
call
watch
your
Bill.
attorney.
Bill,
We got
watch
an
me.
agreement.
Bill,
What's the
watch
agreement?
me. Bill,
Ask your attorney.
Bill, look here. Here's your money. I'm putting in this envelope
You better. You want to open that can of worms?
and I'm gonna seal
Colin,
this
you want to open
here.
that can of worms? How much money you got?
I'm gonna
How
seal
much money does
this
town got?
and
Does
I'm
it
gonna
matter?
initial
How much
it.
money does town got?
I'm
Does
gonna
it
initial
matter?
it
We
and then
got
I'm
an
gonna
agreement between
write
the attorneys.
bookkeeper
I got an agreement.
Could you bring a copy of it?
and
You call your
Bill
lawyer.
Evelyn.
My knowledge is pretty shallow on that, but I can tell you this, I
Cash.
know that.
Okay?
That if a road is posted and an individual, not your truck, or any
Go ahead. You
vehicle
want it
goes
back?
down that
Put it
road
in the door.
and causes damage, you can be held liable for it.
That's right.
I'm just telling you.
And I always told him, anything I tear up, I pay for it.
I just wanted to be sure you knew.
But we got an agreement with the lawyer. We sit right here in the corner. We made an agreement.
Guys, the meeting is adjourned. I'd like to.
You want to open that
close
can
up
of
the
worms, Tony?
building.
That's going to cost town a ton of money.
And,
Here's the deal.
yep, I'm gonna get this taken care of. Thank you.
Here's the signature.
We need to worry about this. That right there.
And this here, this is there, this is yours. Thank you.
Right.
Leon, thank you.
I thought it was an equal opportunity for everybody, but means they got a hid back in the corner getting out applications.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave these back.
Yeah. Clay, where you going?
St. Thomas.
St. Thomas. Good choice. Good choice.
We tried to go last year, we couldn't, and we were only gonna be able to stay 4 or 5 days then. But it cost the same amount to go.
How did Angie get her application?
Yeah, she called in.
Where was it posted at besides out here?
We had, I think I quoted like 6 applications that came in.
Oh, okay. How come you don't put it out front and let everybody know?
Everybody knew.
Everybody
been out
knows.
there.
How do you contact
Were
you?
you working another job and did you lose your job?
Don't worry about that. I'm asking you a question.
Well, I thought we were talking, because we've already discussed that, so I thought we were just.
You worried about what I do?
No, I really don't.
But you ought to post this out there. It's equal opportunity for everybody.
It's been posted there for some time now.
You don't hide it in here for your little community club to hand out whoever you want.